you guys go through the rest of your classes. Again, really exciting day. And finally, you guys go through the flu network to go to Koldovstoretz. And guys will start meeting, gathering over at the Quidditch pitch. You'll see that Finn's group, the Pukwudgie group, they're already there. They got there relatively early. It looks like he was already training them a little bit before you guys arrived. And then Toby's group arrives as well shortly after you guys do. And Roxana, you're going to notice that Toby's looking at something and he has a very disappointed look on his face when he's reading something. It looks like some sort of magazine that he's looking at. Some sort of wizarding magazine.
I'll go over to him and give him a little nudge. I don't know if his face is still on the magazine.
Oh, hey, Roxy.
Hello. How was your last class?
It was fine. He says, professor says that I've did really well in my homework, runes homework last night.
And she sort of cocks her head. You got a little dark rain cloud above your head. What's wrong?
So, you know how he'll walk you down, and actually you guys are not that far away from the rest of your team. So if you guys want to overhear this conversation, you can overhear this conversation. He says, you know how I sometimes have trouble casting spells?
Yes.
So some of the kids said that I should try looking at this to help get better at my spells for the competition, he says. And so the way he shows you this magazine article, and so you know how in newspapers the pictures move in the newspapers. So nowadays things have gotten a little bit more advanced, and they're starting to, in magazines, have these ads that also allows the images to speak and to talk. Not only just moving. And so there's this magazine ad that apparently Toby, a bunch of kids gave to Toby, and this is what the ad speaks and says. So it starts with a witch, very cheery looking witch, very typical infomercial type of ad, and she says, "Hello, friend. By the end of a long day, do you find yourself feeling exhausted to cast even the simplest spells? Are you a half-blood who sometimes finds trouble exerting your full magical potential? Tired of everyone calling you a squib because your spells tend to backfire every now and then? Have you reached the age where giving up just isn't who you are? Then come and join the hundreds of wizards and witches like yourself who have discovered the answer. Maybe you need magical assistance. Maybe you need Mageagra."
Mageagra.
Created by a team of professional potion brewers, made from natural ingredients, hand-picked by herbologists all over the globe. Are you suffering from magical impotence? Don't let Arcanic Dysfunction wear you down. Now that I've reached my older years, I was having trouble performing. But now with Mageagra, my spells are firing off just as they did when I was in my 20s. I'm a pureblood. A pureblood. And I was so embarrassed when magic just wasn't responding the way it did with everyone else in my family. I was ashamed, humiliated, and then I started using Mageagra, and our family reunions have never brought me fear ever again. Mageagra has not yet been fully recognized by the Ministry of Magic. Ask your healer if Mageagra is right for you. Do not take Mageagra if you are currently suffering from a hex or are allergic to blastended scroots. Side effects include headaches, upset stomach, abnormal vision, or your skin turning chartreuse. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate healer's help for any instant spell lasting more than 4 hours. Mage Agra saved our marriage. Thank you, Mage Agra.
The scary part is Hark went and wrote all of that.
And that's the article, which, to be honest, I think maybe Roxana can't help but giggle a little bit, but at least at the ridiculousness of the article. But I will leave that up to you when you're done reading
She kind of does crack a smile, but she tries not to laugh because of how much it means to him.
Yeah.
She just kind of looks up and she hands it back to him, and she's like,
I don't know if I'm old enough to use it yet, though.
Just be careful when you take things like this. It had a lot of side effects.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they gave it to me as a joke.
Oh, Toby.
We all heard this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear the article as well.
Okay, and we can hear him speaking and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
She puts, hands on his arms, and she says, there are so many things you're good at. You don't have to be good at magic to be valued in this world. Today you helped me with the runes.
Yes, I did. Thank you. It's just, we're witches and wizards, and casting spells is what we do. That's why we're in school. Runes are cool, but not everybody really are into them.
But hey, if they didn't teach it to us, then they have to have importance. And you helped me today. And I'm sure you can help other people too. So
Thanks.
just don't pay attention to what anyone says. Okay? Unless it's positive, of course. Just
A few kids did call me Roxana's friend, which was really cool.
oh, Toby, you're more than that. You're so much
I
more.
know.
Just
I know.
look, I like you just the way you are. I don't want you to change. But I think if you keep working hard with your speech lessons, one day you will get there. It's not going to be easy, but if you work hard, which I know you can, you will get there.
Thanks, Roxy. Thank you.
Of course. Now, these kids that gave you the magazine, do you know their names?
James Malkovich and Justin Benelovi.
And she'll say, good, thank you very much. And she'll wink at him.
He'll give you a little bit of a grin. And then I'll say at this point, that's when Finn will start to gather everyone over. I'm gonna say that Boris Hooch has just arrived and has dropped off a bunch of the trees that you guys will be using. And Finn will nod and say, thank you, Professor Hooch. And Professor Hooch will say, let me know if you need anything else. And he'll go off to the side and just watch. And Finn will say, all right, so everybody's here to learn a little bit about how we play Quidditch here in Russia. It is a bit different from those of you who might have played it and are accustomed to it in other places. The biggest thing to know is that these things handle they're a lot less responsive than they are with brooms, so you do have to anticipate your movements accordingly. This is extremely, extremely important when you are doing certain maneuvers like dives. Be sure you pull up earlier, way earlier than you think, because that is the leading cause of accidents in Koldovstoretz Quidditch. There have been many people who have gotten very badly injured because they crashed right into the ground with incredibly quick speeds. And he'll continue to like teach everybody like the basics of how to maneuver, how to use a broom, how to use a tree, and how different it is from a broom. You can see very quickly that Nico and Finn will bash heads a little bit, because Nico is going in there and it's like, I know all about Quidditch. How hard can it be doing it on a tree versus a broom? And so he's a little arrogant. Nico's arrogant about that, and Finn is like trying to like patiently teach him things, and a lot of the stuff Nico's like going, yeah, I know. So he's there's a bit of a clash there. However, with players that actually really want to learn, like Toby and Chance and Naila, like they're taking in everything that Finn is telling them, and Finn is very, very patient with them, since they actually want to learn, versus Nico, he thinks he knows everything, unfortunately, right now. So, I don't know if there's anything role-playing guys that you guys want to do during the scene. So Finn is sort of like going from person to person and just like individually showing them how to position themselves and all that good stuff.
If I happen to be like either floating in the air around Levi, there is something I did want to quickly say to him. So
go ahead.
So like if we're just floating there, and she'll just kind of sigh, and she'll look over at him, and she'll say, "Look, Levi."
Oh, yes, Rox.
I just wanted to say that last night, look, I'm not entirely sure if I like you or not, but I shouldn't have called you Snowflake.
It's okay. People been making fun of me almost my entire life, really.
No, it's not okay. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
No, actually, I think I like that nickname. At least, only from you, though. Only you can call me that.
If you think this is going to make me like you anymore, it's not. At least not in that way.
Well, I mean, we got time for that stuff, snowflakes, not, maybe you didn't mean it in like a rude way, like, oh, he's so white, he's like a snowflake. Maybe that, like, I'm just like really unique, like how no two snowflakes are the same.
Mm-hmm. You definitely are unique, my friend.
That's so I've been told by many people.
All right. You will be a special little snowflake then.
You can leave out the little part. I mean, I'm still pretty big.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just like nod and like put her attention back on what's going on.
Levi just kind of really smiles hard, like really hard.
Juan, while you are practicing a little bit, we'll say that you're struggling over something, and Finn will come to try to help you. What would you say that Juan might need a little bit extra help with?
The turns, like, yeah, the thing that makes it more difficult, the anticipating the turns and all of that.
Okay, so while you're struggling with that, Finn actually like approaches you, and he actually will ask, "Do you mind if I give you a few pointers?"
No, go ahead. That's why I asked you yesterday.
He'll hoist himself up onto the broom behind you, and he says, "All right, so try to slowly guide the tree." He hoists himself up onto the tree, and he says, "Slowly guide the tree towards that post." And then I would say about 5 seconds before you normally would start to turn, lean and really lean very
Deep.
deeply to wherever it is you're trying to go.
Okay.
Just take it slow.
Okay. So he starts going towards there, and when he would start making the turn, 5 seconds early, he will.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and he'll start to lean a little bit more as well, and he'll say a little more than that, more than that. There you go, he says, and you're able to. You got it.
I feel like I'm going to fall off.
That is tough too. You got to be able to keep your balance, because even when you lean, there's a danger of you falling. But that's why you should start slow and closer to the ground, and then gradually go faster and higher and faster and higher until you're comfortable. Give it 2 weeks, you'll feel better.
I don't know how you guys do it. Make it look so easy. This is real big.
After a while, it just becomes second nature. It's like, learning how to swim.
Oh yeah, Finn, I wanted to thank you for doing this for all of us. I know you're supposed to be the competition, but it's real nice to see that everybody doesn't get into the mindset of I have to beat everyone, and that you're willing to help us. That's very nice of you.
He shrugs a little bit. I try to be a nice guy.
You definitely are.
And as you're doing that, he looks towards Roxana's direction, and then he has a little bit of a tiny glare on his face, but then he turns back.
And did I notice that?
Roll an observation. Seeing.
Nice.
I'm gonna say you notice it, yeah. You notice it, which again seems very uncharacteristic of Finn that you know up to this point, for him to have that kind of animosity within him.
Well, while I'm flying, I'm gonna say, okay, Finn, what kind of prank did Roxy did to you? Because I think you really don't like her.
She's done a few.
I've only met her for a while, but I know she does. And they had to be really big ones for you to be this mad.
You can ask her yourself.
Maybe I'll do.
I don't think it's my place to talk about it, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'll do, because I don't know. I think that much. I don't know if I would call it hate, but resentment. Yeah, it's not good for you. Thanks for teaching me again.
Of course, he says, and he'll give you a pat on the shoulder.
And he will keep trying to do what he has told him. He will keep practicing.
Albion, are you doing anything, interacting with anyone during this practice?
So in terms of the flying practice, I think Albion's just trying to master just sitting on the broom without it going crazy. He probably isn't going to go too high. He just is working on his balance, I think. Getting the feel for it. Go ahead.
I'm going to say that Ayika flies next to you, and he says, "You're doing pretty well there, my friend."
Albion's just kind of real shaky. Thanks. Just trying to fall.
He laughs a little bit. Ha ha. Do you play Quidditch with normal brooms?
Well, I mean, me personally, I've only ever been on a broom a handful of times, and I've never actually played Quidditch in my life.
Really? He looks surprised. It's such a freeing sport, up in the air, like a bird.
Freeing's one word for it.
He says, "I suppose you're more of a fan of the ground."
I just feel a little safer down there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like flying on the Storm Petrels, but like I said, when it comes to my own needing to navigate, and it's just not as good. Let the bird do it. That's fine.
I've heard about these storm petrels. It sounds just as much fun as riding around in these trees.
Oh yeah, once you get used to it, it's a breeze. But I don't know if I trust myself to maneuver this tree.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing Japan. It's definitely a place that seems to be rich in culture.
Oh, absolutely. What part of Africa do you live in?
My family is from Morocco. We have lived there for as far as I can look through our family tree.
I see. Have you traveled much outside of living here?
Not very much outside of Africa, but I've been to Egypt. I've been to Madagascar. Fairly well traveled, at least within Africa itself.
So at this point, could I maybe roll a ride just to see if Al's able to converse and keep his balance? Because
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a ride. Putting in your normal penalties.
Critically fails.
Falls. It's close.
Okay, so 4.
Yeah.
All right, so you try to, but then you get a little bit unbalanced, and actually you sort of like fall. So you're like upside down, and you loop a little bit, and then you end up upside down with your legs, with your knees trying to hold on to the sides of the tree. And I'm gonna say that Ayika will fly downwards and like help right yourself back up, help right the tree back up.
Whew, thank you for that. Like I said, just trying to not hurt myself here. I appreciate that.
Need to make sure that your friend Nico doesn't catch you doing that. He might be disappointed.
He's been trying to get me to play Quidditch since I can remember, but I guess he'll finally get his wish to see me play Quidditch.
Ha! Nico, he talks about you all the time. He speaks very fondly of you. You've been best friends for very long, it sounds.
Yeah, ever since we were 7, our first year.
I like Nico. He could be a little arrogant at times, but I can see that his heart is in the right place.
Yeah, he means no harm. His arrogance is it's easy to look past that once his charm comes out.
Tritessa is a fascinating woman too. She's very skilled, and Tobias, I like him. He's a sweet kid.
You seem pretty good on the broom or on the tree.
I'm the beater on my team, but I have to say that this whole tree thing is very new to me.
Well, if you could do me a favor, maybe don't send too many bludgers my way.
He says, from what Nico tells me, he sort of leans in a little bit, that might not be a problem.
Yeah, I think I'll do fine on my own, probably knocking myself off the tree.
He'll laugh and he'll give you a friendly pat on the back. So I'm going to say that practice will end. Again, Finn is actually a very good teacher. And over the course of the 2 weeks, if you guys continue to train with him, which I assume you will, you guys can now, for free, add a rank to your ride broom skills.
Hell yeah.
Your ride broom, add a rank to
Is that a specialty or?
That is a specialty.
All right.
So if you don't have a specialty of broom riding, you can add that for free. If you already have that specialty, you can add another rank to that specialty.
And that's automatically a +2, right?
That would automatically give you a +2 if you didn't already have the specialty.
So if you have +2 in ride, you just get +1 more? Because I don't have a specialty, but I do have +2.
Yes, if you already had the specialty, then
okay.
It originally gives you a +2, but then with another rank in it, it's now a +3.
Gotcha.
In ride broom. Yes. I'm treating the trees as a broom, as the same skill check as a ride broom. Cool. So that is good. Anything else as the training session wraps up, you're welcome to RP with anyone else.
I was gonna fly over to Tobias if I could.
Sure. Oh, hey, Levi, I think, and Tobias is again. He's definitely very slow on the broom right now. He's a small guy, so leaning when he has to lean, it's really hard for him because he doesn't have that much weight. So
I'll be like, oh, hey, pal, you're like doing a lot better at that than when we first started. I didn't mean to eavesdrop or nothing, but I heard your whole like conversation with Rox earlier.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
Oh yeah, well, kids joke all the time. I just want to let you know that like the way you talk and stuff, that's like really unique to you. So don't ever lose that, all right? And I was thinking that maybe I could come down to your school and teach this James guy a lesson for you.
I wouldn't want him to get hurt or anything. He was just messing around.
Oh no, I'm not gonna hit him or nothing. But I just have a little joke I want to tell to him that he might enjoy.
Jokes are fine.
Yeah, I'm a pretty funny guy sometimes. But last thing, hey, just between like you and me, can I like borrow that magazine or like?
Oh, yeah. I don't need to keep it.
Oh yeah.
He'll hand it to you.
Okay, thanks, pal. But yeah, I'll be coming over to your school. We're gonna talk to this James fella.
Thanks, Levi.
No problem, pal.
How's Naila doing on the?
Naila is actually okay. So the other team. So Naila is picking things up relatively quickly. Again, she's a very casual broomer, Quidditch player. I think she's slightly above average in terms of picking things up. Definitely not close to Aika or Nico in terms of skill, but slightly above. Chessa Jing, she also is about on par with Naila. Chessa has played Quidditch. She is not the best writer in the world, but she's strong enough. And Chance is the one, I would say, of all of the people who are here, Chance is the one who's struggling the most because he's so small.
Yeah.
That turning is like really, really hard for him. So he's struggling a lot. And I think Chessa is trying to help Chance a little bit, but this is not the event for him. His luck is not going to be enough to get him through this, I think. He's getting very frustrated. I just want to get this event over with. Don't expect much from me, everyone.
I'd like to zoom up to Naila like as fast as I can without obviously causing damage. And I pull up next to her and I just go, hey.
Hey, Roxy. Good to see ya. Hey. And she gives you like an elbow, a friendly elbow.
You look like someone who likes to have fun.
Oh, I always like to have fun. This whole training session is great. Finn's actually a pretty good teacher.
How about the race?
A race? Sister, you are on. Yes, you are on.
All right, you're on.
So,
is there any like landmarks nearby that stand out?
Yeah. So there might be like the tower where the announcer sits, and it's got that very traditional Russian. It's a dome, pointed dome.
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, no, completely.
It's got that pointed dome on top, and so yeah, that there is that. If you want to say something about that.
She points at it and she says, "First one to there." I don't know. What do you think would be a good reward?
She says, how about the first one who reaches there?
Loser has to kiss Levi.
Oh no.
Oh, well, actually, it's nothing to do with you personally, Levi. It's just that I'm not technically allowed to kiss anyone, technically speaking, before marriage, believe it or not. So, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to participate if those were the terms. Sorry.
Oh,
Even
that's
then,
actually
no
like the
one would.
nicest way anybody's ever turned me down ever. So that's fine.
Oh, if it just like brings us back to normality, I would rather throw my hand down on some glass than kiss you.
That would probably hurt quite a bit. Okay, so how about the loser would have to pick somebody from the opposite sex that's in the tournament and tell everybody who they think is the hottest.
Interesting.
That
Say
is
that
very
again?
interesting, actually.
So anyone who loses the race has to admit to everybody else who they find the most attractive?
That is
Yeah.
very embarrassing. I like it.
That would be really unfair, though, for the people who didn't participate. So I'm going to have Tritessa pipe up, and
Ooh.
Tritessa will say,
Ooh.
that seems a little unfair, though, for anyone who didn't participate to be able to listen in on this truth or dare thing. So maybe make the terms that anyone who doesn't participate in the race doesn't get to hear what the answers are.
So,
Oh, man.
what you're saying is we should all race.
Ultra race.
Excellent.
Okay, you know what, Nyla, Roxana, I'm in.
You know what?
I
I gotta
have.
hear that. If somebody thinks I'm cute, I gotta hear it. So I'm in too.
Okay.
I think this is good, innocent fun. I just want to race, honestly, and sure, why not? I'm in, Naila says.
I'm gonna
Sounds like a plan.
go. I'm gonna go to Finn and say, "Hey, Finn, we're having a race. Come, join."
I'm going to assume everybody in the group has heard this conversation. So, yeah. So Finn is going to say, I don't know if I exactly feel comfortable with that. So I think I'm going to bow out. Aw, come on, Finn, Naila says.
What's wrong, Djokovic? Afraid you'll lose?
Come on, it's just some fun. We're having fun. I don't want to hear anyone's response. I mean, oh, come on, join you too.
Al was doing his best to avoid this topic because A, he knows he can't win a race, and B, he would never want to have to admit that in public. So when Juan says that, Al would just kind of look and be like, well, I don't know if that's the best thing for our team. I mean, thankfully I haven't managed to get hurt yet, and I don't think we don't want to risk that. We need me fresh for the competition.
Oh,
Nerd.
it's a good way to practice.
Hey, Al, look, you're like one of the best looking guys here. I'm sure like 70% of these girls think you're the hottest. Don't you want to figure that out?
The only race I would win right now is a race to fall off the broom and land on the ground first.
Tritessa pipes up and says, sounds slightly childish, but I admit I'm very curious. I'll do it, Tritessa says.
Juan is going to go with everyone else, and every single person, I'm gonna tell them, "Hey, come on, who's joining? Who else is joining?"
I'm joining.
I'm in.
Chessa looks at the group and she says, I think I'll bow out of this one.
Oh, Jessa! Come on.
Come on, it's just
Come on.
some fun. We're making
I would take the
fun.
opportunity to go, stand near Chessa and maybe whisper, thanks for not leaving me alone as the only one not racing.
Chessa turns to you and says, don't worry, Finn's not racing either. I don't know about Toby, though.
Come on, Toby. You got to get in on this.
Toby starts to blush a lot, and it's very clear he's not very comfortable talking about girls that he likes, so he sort of says, I don't think so. Sorry.
Come on, Toby. Come on. You
Oh,
can't
leave him
leave
alone. You
Roxana
don't have
alone.
to go, Toby.
I'm not really ready to talk about that. No.
Come join us. It's okay. Come over here.
He'll stand over. I'm gonna say Chance is gonna hop down, and he's going to jump onto Levi's shoulder and say, well, I don't think I'm going to win. it seems like if I decide to join, it'll just be a waste of me time if I'm just going to lose anyway.
Pal, look, but if you win, you're gonna find out the girls that like you here. It's pretty much a win-win situation.
Even if you don't, you're gonna find
Even
out.
if you don't, you find out. Yeah, like you just don't have to tell who you like here.
All right, why not? It's all in good fun. I'll do it. Nico will say, a race? Sign me up. I'm totally in. I'll say that Nico wasn't even like around to hear the terms. He just heard the word race and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And Naila says, don't you want to hear what the terms are? Nico, doesn't matter. I'm gonna win. I'm doing it.
Aika as well, by the way.
Aika looks at the group and he says, we don't really know each other that well. Are you all really that comfortable telling people about something so private?
Oh, well, I'm definitely winning, so I'm not even nervous about that at all.
Look.
Even if
Look.
I lose, which is very unlikely, because I'm a gun, quite frankly. I'm the best at everything. But on the rare circumstance that I lose, I lost my shame a long time ago, so I'm fine.
Ajika, look at it this way. What's the best way to make bonds of friendship? With secrets, embarrassing secrets. And I mean, it's not like we're forming couples or anything. We're just having fun.
When Juan says the word secret to Aika, that definitely seems to affect him because he is from House Ngaziwa, which is the House of Secrets.
I knew it worked.
And Aika said, "It's a good point. Why, you're right. This would be a good show of encourage teamwork. Why not? I'm in."
Yes.
So the participants the people who are not participating are Finn, Chessa, Albion, and Toby.
Let's race.
All right. So the way we're gonna do this is each player, we're gonna have 3 rolls per person.
Nice.
And you're going to, after each roll, I'll sort of narrate what happens. And pretty much you're going to total everything. We're just going to keep it simple and just add up all of your rolls. If you do a crit fail or a crit success, then you'll have special bonuses for that. So let us begin. So all of the racers will get onto their trees, their respective trees. We're going to say that Chessa will be the one who will give the on your mark, get set, go. Finn and Toby and Albion will at least fly at certain legs of the race all the way to the tower. Boris Hooch is intrigued by this race. I don't think Boris has overheard what the winners get, but Boris Hooch notices that you guys are racing, so Boris is just gonna watch and be entertained by this. And he will actually yell out and say, "Good luck, racers! Just be careful not to crash into the tower, because that could be not only messy, but embarrassing."
Oh no.
I'll cover up. Luck is in my blood.
Luck is for chumps. Sorry, Chance.
We shall see who fortune favors at the end of this race.
I better not lose this. It'll be
I
so
better not
embarrassing.
lose. No, I can't.
I told you, let's get these ships sailing, guys. We're all gonna know whose character finds who attractive. Let's go.
I can't lose. I can't. Juan can't
And
lose.
there's no cheating, Rocks. Don't just pick a random girl in the thing. You're like, oh yeah, she's real cute. If you're not attracted to girls, you gotta pick a guy.
Question: do I know some way to cheat?
I mean,
You certainly can
people
try
and
to
a
cheat.
teacher
Ooh.
watching this race. Before the race, I'm going with Levi and be like, "Come on, man, please. You're the 3rd best in your school. don't wipe the floor with us. Good luck, I'll say while I hug him.
Aw.
Hey, good luck to you too, pal. Let's get this. We can do it. If it's not me, I hope it's you.
And I'm gonna be with Naila and high five. You're gonna lose.
Della Terravera, I don't think so. At minimum, I will at least beat you. At minimum.
Oh, no. Now you're going down, girl.
Crash and burn, Juan. Crash and burn. Everyone mounts their respected trees. Chessa will fly up in front of you as she holds up some sort of a flag. We'll say that she actually has one of those Japanese fans with her. She holds up a Japanese fan. And then she will look at all of the racers, and she says, "Racers, ready. On your mark. Get set. Go!" And everyone go ahead and launch yourselves. So everyone roll your broom riding skill now, please.
There. Oh.
No. Oh.
Oh. That wasn't that good. Damn it, Roxy.
7. No!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're all rolling better than us.
Oh.
Oh,
I
dang.
lost.
That critical success.
That was actually Naila.
Dang.
Oh, that was Naila. All right.
Ooh, took off on us.
I need to get serious.
So Naila got a 13 with a critical success. Tritessa got a 6. Aika got an 11. Nico got a 10.
Oof.
Nico got a 10, and then Chance gets a -2, but he has to roll twice and get the better of the 2 rolls. He got an 8.
That luck.
Brandon
Dang.
rolled a 9, Jordan rolled a 5, and I rolled a 7.
Okay.
I already rolled for the second part, so I got a 9 for that, which is better.
All right. So you start off, and Tritessa unfortunately struggles quite a bit getting herself accelerated properly. The tree kind of wobbles a bit as she's flying, and she actually falls off a little bit, and she curses under her breath when that happens. Aika, he has fairly good control of his tree, but again, not he's doing a decent job. Chance has a bit of is again struggling. Fortunately, this is a straight shot, so he doesn't have to worry about turning his tree, and turning is probably the thing that makes it the most difficult for him to maneuver his broom, but he could at least make it move forward. So he's doing decently well, better than Tritessa. Nico has a very strong start. Aika is just slightly above him, but Nico doesn't seem to be at all worried. He still has a very confident look in his face. And as for Naila, man, that girl, she just flies out of there. Even to her surprise, she was shocked at how much she's able to get herself thrusted forward.
While I see this, Juan is gonna be like, she really wants to beat me. Come on!
All right. So that was the first leg of the race. Everyone roll again.
I already did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, good job, Clef.
Dang.
Another 9.
Naila gets an 8. Tritessa gets a 9. Aika's doing strong with a 13. I'm sorry, Aika's doing strong with a 9.
Yeah,
And
Nico's
Nico's picking up speed. All right, so Brandon got a 9. Clef got a 12. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jordan got a 9. All right. So Levi and Roksana are still doing very quite well at this leg. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention. Roksana, I'm automatically giving for this race, I'm automatically giving Roksana +1 each of her rolls because she is in Koldovstoretz. Therefore, she is specifically more. She specifically is more apt to riding on a tree. So every single one of these rolls will add an additional 1. So apply a 1 in your last roll as well.
That means I got a 6 and a 10.
Right.
You got a
Yeah. So just
15.
apply those.
I got a 9
So-
and a 9.
Juan actually shoots forward a lot more than he did before to catch up with everybody else. Roksana and Levi are still going strong at a moderate pace. Chance is really struggling quite a bit, so he's falling back a bit. Tritessa manages to boost herself up forward even more. Naila not quite getting the lead that she had prior, but she's keeping strong. And Aika, again, he's still maintaining a decent speed. Nico, though, starts firing forward enough to actually surpass at least Aika. And he's still trying to see if he could catch up with Naila. Because Naila is still pretty far up front, even though she's slowing down a bit. All right, now we get to the final roll, everyone. Remember you have courage points if you want to use them.
I was gonna do that. I swear I was gonna do that, depending on what my next roll was.
But that's up to you if you want to use them now, because you're not gonna get them back until you do something with your zodiac symbol. So.
Oh, that was very good, Brandon.
I'll also point out that because Roxana's getting really into the race, so she's sort of like, I don't know, losing herself to it. So you guys probably wouldn't notice because you're also like focusing on the race, but if anyone were like close enough to see, her freckles have actually started to have a bit of a sheen because of her metamorph magus ability, have a sheen to it. It almost looks like she's wearing like glitter on herself because she's like really excited.
That's
That's
cool.
nice.
Okay.
No, let me just say that's gonna get to us when we're like hiding from a monster. She's gonna start riding red, and the monster's gonna be like, oh.
Like she glows red.
I don't think we won.
I mean, I think I
Oh
got.
wait, Tritessa rolled pretty poorly that last one.
I think
Nico
she
might have won.
lost.
I think Nico might have won.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
It's really good.
All right. So here's what happens. Chance, again, the poor kid, even with luck on his side, he's definitely trailing way behind by this point. I'm gonna say that Tritessa, again, she continues her steady pace, but still is falling back behind everyone else. Naila, still finishing strong, as well as Nico. Aika picks up speed quite a bit to actually catch up. Him and Nico are actually neck and neck. And then as for the other three, again, Roksana and Levi and Juan, still very strong as they all race to touch the tower. Everyone add up your totals, because nobody got a crit fail. Nobody else got a crit fail or a crit success, right? All right, so this is the final scoring. Chance on last place. The poor kid was struggling quite a bit.
Oh.
Luck wasn't quite on my side this time. Tritessa is right after him. But she doesn't seem like terribly disappointed. I'm going to say that after that is Roksana, comes next after them. Then Juan and Levi actually touch the tower at the exact same time with their scores of 29. Both Aika and Nico also touch the tower at the exact same time. And because of her crit roll, her crit success, Naila, surprisingly, was able to just hit the tower seconds seconds before Aika and Nico hit the tower.
Nice. Took off on him.
Naila swings around and she starts chanting, "Ha ha ha ha! I told you, De La Rivera! I told you! Ha 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 ha! Oh, this is great! This is just great! Ha ha ha!"
And I'm gonna say, like, for myself and whoever who can hear me, like, she's gonna rub this in my face so much.
Hey man, don't take it too hard. Like technically we're like third place.
We are, Levi. Give me those.
Have you been hiding Quidditch lessons, Naila? Because, holy cow, what just happened?
Why? She's good at everything. That's what happens. She's good at everything.
She had a very strong start, Aika says. And Nico will say, "Yeah, well, you know, I think it's my tree. I think my tree was kind of acting up a little bit, but you know, it's okay. Naila, you did great. You did great." Nico says.
I'm going to be like, woo!
Hey, what team is? Which team is she on?
Second, and third place.
Team Pukwudgie.
We need to watch out for them, guys.
We need to watch out for the rest of them. You all did very
We
well.
need to get you some flying lessons, Rox, because you kind of came up there in the rear.
Oh, come on, Levi, shut
Shove it
up.
up your ass.
She's in our team.
I will not take any Quidditch lessons from you, sir.
I'm pretty
I'm
good.
gonna be
I'm like the third best here too.
I'm gonna be like, he did beat you.
Shut up, Juan.
All right, now that the race is over, I think Chance would have to start since he was last.
All right.
This will be very interesting.
All right. I suppose I should, I'll go first, fair and square, since I lost. He says, looking towards Finn, Chessa, Toby, and Albion, and Chessa will, like, hold up her hands. Toby and Finn and Chessa and Toby and Albion will not be listening in on this conversation. All right, so if there have member of the opposite sex that I consider to be the most attractive, I'm going to say I actually find Chessa Jing very attractive. Yes.
Duh. Everybody does.
Yes, Chessa. Good pick.
If Tritessa will say, honestly, I actually think Toby's adorable.
He is. He's
Aw.
very adorable.
He's
very adorable.
cute. He's cute.
Exactly.
So I'll say, Tritessa says, I'll say Toby.
Good pick.
Fun is gonna
Agree.
be like, is it just me, or are all of you saying people that aren't in this circle?
Next person, go.
The next person after that, it looks like, was Roxana.
Yeah.
She's like,
Zoom in.
oh, I actually didn't think about this. She looks
I wanna roll
around, and
insight
she
to know if
actually,
she's lying.
she actually considers it for a while, and she's like, oh God, I don't know, Finn. And she cringes. She's like, oh, if we're purely going off looks, okay, that's all I'm saying.
It's those eyes to get lost in them, right?
I mean,
Finn is
shut up.
definitely cute, Naila says.
Thank you, Naila.
Tritessa will says, Naila, you don't have to tell us who you think is cute. Well, I didn't say I thought he was the most attractive, Naila says. I just agreed with Roxana that he was attractive. Fair enough, Tritessa says. So after Roxana goes, I think it's both Juan and Levi.
Okay, Levi, I think you touched it a little bit, like, after me, so you go first.
Levi's not gonna know what to say because he likes anything but the face.
You don't have to have a face. I mean, some skulls are really cute.
Levi, please don't embarrass yourself.
You have
All
failed
right,
to surprise me.
If I had to pick just one of these cuties, you know what? Let's keep this up. I like my girl, Naila.
Ooh.
Oh, she's super attractive. I mean, just look at it. And she's like super good at like racing. She's like great at everything so far.
Naila actually looks flattered. She says, "Really, Levi? You think I'm cute?"
I haven't lied to you yet, have I?
Well, thank you, she says.
Don't fall for it.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
Wow, that's the nicest thing a girl's ever said to him.
Yeah.
This must be new for you. We're all doing
A little
things
bit.
today.
A little bit. Not gonna lie, this is a little bit different. I mean, I bet like
Well, to be fair, Levi, I think Levi has very nice eyes. Aika says, Naila, you realize by you telling everyone all these attractive things, it sort of defeats the purposes of you winning the race. Part of me just feels bad, I guess, that everybody has to say it, and I don't. But
I thought she was about to say she feels bad for Levi.
no, she doesn't say that.
No, I actually said that in character because Roksana did say, "Oh, well, I feel bad for Levi." I thought that's what she was gonna say.
Oh, Naila will say.
Yeah, I know. She's so mean to me, right?
So now it's Juan.
Juan is going to like take a few steps away from Levi. Well, no one noticed it. Like he didn't did it on purpose. He just like went aside for a moment, and he's like looking at the floor and be like, "Who do I find the most attractive?" And he's gonna start to pull his shirt a little bit.
Oh my goodness, it's one of us. Look how nervous he is.
I'm always nervous. I mean, no, I'm not. I mean,
While it looks like you're clearly struggling, so Naila is like purposely like leaning in. She's like leaning in purposely just because you know it'll make you more uncomfortable. Spit it out, Della de Rivera. Spit it out.
This is gonna hurt. So
Come on, Juan. We know it's Finn. Just say his name.
I almost said Finn too, so.
No, it's not Finn. And he's gonna like start looking at everyone and be like, Tritessa.
Tritessa looks surprised.
And he's gonna
Really?
like
No,
yeah,
he just lied.
Juan lied.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh.
Now who's
Oh
next?
no? He's a liar.
Would Juan have gotten like just a question out of character? Would Juan have gotten more nervous if Naila leaned in?
Oh, he did.
Can I roll an insight?
May I as well, if
And-
that's okay?
And you can roll in. Both of you can roll an insight. And actually, Clef, if you honestly were telling the truth, then you don't have to roll this. But if you were lying, I do need you to roll
I'm
a
gonna
deception. If you were
Roll
lying.
a deception.
Oh.
Oh!
Roll a deception, Clef.
Okay, I have a +2, so I'll just roll 2d6s.
Oh, if you roll a critical fail, I'd be so happy.
That would be so
happy.
funny. Oh my god.
I don't want Tritessa to be mad and know that I lied. She's gonna think that I think she's ugly.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Please fail. Please fail.
All right, that's
Okay,
decent.
okay. Thank God.
Still don't beat Rox. Roxy's right through your lies.
Yeah, so Roxy can tell. I don't know if Roxy's going to say anything, but Roxy's pretty sure that he's lying.
I'm chuckling. I'm trying really hard not to burst out laughing, like as in Roxy is. So she's like sitting there going,
And I'll be like, okay, that's embarrassing enough. Who's next?
Hey, Tritessa's a good-looking girl. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I know she's. But I'm gonna shut up but he's gonna like tilt his head to see the reaction of everyone, not anyone in specific, of course. Just like
Roxy's giving you a knowing look. Like she's trying to say like I know with her eyes, but I don't know if you picked that up. But she's like giggling and she's trying really hard not to burst out laughing.
I'm just really embarrassed, and I'm trying to look at the expression of Naila actually,
Oh,
just to see how she reacted.
She doesn't seem to react any differently from anyone else's answers.
Perfect.
Yeah, 'cause she got her boy Levi over here now.
Yeah.
Who's next?
She's too busy looking at Levi fondly with her eyes. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna say that. Well, so next is Nico and Aika tied, and so Nico will say, "After you, brother," and Aika will say, "All right, all right." I guess I would say, I would also say Tritessa.
I'll lean into Juan and be like, "Hey, looks like you're gonna have to fight him for that girl, huh?"
Girls are not things to fight over. They're human people that talk. It's too embarrassed to keep talking.
Girls are the only thing to fight over. If you know what I'm saying?
Everybody would pick Tritessa or Cheza. Look at them. They're so pretty. You're welcome, by the way.
Tritessa looks a little bit awkward by everyone saying all of the above, and she'll say, "Well, this is unexpected. I'm not really sure how to respond to that, but it's a little awkward," Tritessa says.
Yeah, it is.
Nico says, all right, I'll bite. The one here I think is the cutest. I'm going to say Roxy. I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Hey.
She is laughing so hard.
I mean, come on. Any girl that can change her face at will, that's pretty hot. That's pretty sexy.
She is on the floor, rolling and laughing. Oh my god, she's having a
He pretty much just said any girl that could not look like you is hot.
I know. And she gets up and she's like, just gonna put it out there. Mohoto girl must not have very pretty girls.
Nico's just grinning. He's just grinning and looking at you in a very teasingly way.
You're funny. I like you.
He says, "I'm funny. Do you think I'm cute too?" He asks.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
All right, fine.
New ship.
I mean, I could help you a little bit with your Quidditch as well, Nico says.
Nico, in case you didn't notice, you didn't win the race.
She's better than me.
I got second. You tied for second. It's still second, he says, nodding.
Oh, you're so sweet. But no, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, though.
All right.
Okay, guys. I think we all had enough embarrassment and deep secrets exposed for today. Well, it was very fun, actually.
Great idea, Levi, Anaila says. This was fun.
I'm full of them.
While you're having this conversation, Albion's group, so Finn, Chessa, Toby, and Albion, you're at a distance, so you can't actually listen in necessarily. So you're kind of watching, and Chessa, she kind of has her arms folded, and Finn, he's just watching curiously, and Toby's also watching. And Chessa says, "Wow, they all seem to be laughing hysterically about something."
So I think Al would look over and say, "Yeah, they're laughing about something, but boy, Juan looks quite embarrassed."
Really? Chessa looks, and Finn says, "Do you think Juan just said something that he regretted?"
Maybe, or maybe someone told him he was cute.
I wish that were true.
Finn says, "Juan is a good-looking guy."
Now I'm happy.
Chessa kind of looks at them and says, "Toby, I think Tritessa just looked in your direction." And Toby says, What? No, don't joke around. Don't joke around like that." Chessa says, "I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying I noticed it. It doesn't necessarily mean anything in particular."
My boy's growing up.
I'm gonna say that Toby's gonna blush a little bit
Oh, so cute.
at that.
Al, I think, would be curious. He would look at Finn and say something like, you were the one that was training everyone today, so I'm sure that you could have done well in that race. You just didn't want to take part in what happened after?
No, I'm a pretty private guy when it comes to those kind of things, I guess. I normally don't feel comfortable telling people about who I like. In that way, I mean. He sort of blushes a little bit when he says that.
He likes Levi.
Fair enough. I mean,
No one does.
none of us really know each other that well, I guess, so.
How about you, Albion? Why didn't you want to race?
Were you not watching me the whole time we were practicing? I think I finally managed to just get the tree off the ground without falling. There's no way I would.
Yeah, but true, but now you could have done it just to listen into the gossip.
Yeah. I mean, well, at least I have a friend over there. I'm going to ask my boy Nico what everyone said. I'll tell you guys if you want.
Chesta sort of grins a little bit and says, "Sneaky, Mermont, sneaky."
Well, you got to be good at something when you can't win races like that. You got to find other ways to win.
We're gonna say that the group is gonna start to break up a little bit, and then you guys can reconvene. All right, Nico says, that was a good day of practice. So you guys hungry? What say we get, I don't know, what is it that you guys eat here in Russia?
Who wants to go back to Ilvermorny for lunch?
That sounds good to me, Nico says.
Let's get some chicken.
While all of this is happening, Juan is going to try to stay as far away as he can from Tritessa and from Naila. Like, nope,
Okay.
nope. Actually, he's going to go with Al and be like, come on, Al, let's go eat something.
Levi's gonna go up to Naila and be like, "Hey, just between like you and me, who would you have picked?"
Roll a
Yes.
persuasion.
Yes.
Roll persuasion.
I'm good with these.
Please, I can. It's a girl. You get a -2.
Hey man, this isn't a
I'm
flirt.
not
so
flirting. I'm
Levi-
not flirting.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not flirting.
not.
I'm asking you a
Yeah.
question.
Oh, that's
10.
good. That's so
Yes.
All right. Naila will say, honestly, I'd say it's actually a toss-up between Chance
good. Aw.
Hey,
and Albion.
Oh,
nice. Both my boys.
Is that so?
Yeah, I could talk to Chance for you. We're actually kind of really cool.
He does seem really cool. I'd really like to get to know him better. And Albion, he's really quiet, but, in that mysterious sort of way.
Oh yeah, but he's like super smart and like really good with all this stuff, and like I think his family's like super rich. I don't know if you're into that. Also like he's really he like helps like puppies at like shelters and stuff like that. I don't know if that's cool either by you. Like he's really into like animals and like
He's
the
like
environment and
really
stuff.
great,
I don't know if that's cool. Oh, and like Chance, he's really cool and he's lucky, and yeah, I could talk to both of them for you.
She says, no, it's okay. I wasn't really planning on pursuing them. I wasn't really saying that to pursue any of them. I was just answering the question.
Okay. Then I'm gonna walk to Chance and be like, "Yo, buddy, she likes you. She likes you, man."
Who likes me?
Naila.
Oh, well, that's nice. She seems cute. I don't think it would work out, but that's very nice.
No, it totally work out. The only problem is that she also likes my buddy Al over there, so you two might have to fight over her.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Levi, I feel like in this case, Albion probably has me beat.
Yeah, Al is like the coolest guy in the school, so yeah.
He is pretty cool, yes. Hey, Roxy, so, anything interesting from your conversation? He says.
Ooh, lots of interesting things, actually. So, she's gonna sort of lean in closer and she's like, okay, so point number one. Juan said that he thought Tritessa, and he's gonna point at Tritessa, was the cutest one, but I think he's lying. I think he's got a crush on somebody.
Oh, do you think it was somebody in your group or our group?
I don't know. There's so many possibilities. I will get back to you on this issue. I will do further investigating. Point number two. I'm pretty sure Nico is blind. Yeah. She starts
Why do you say
giggling.
that?
Oh, he said I was the cutest one. Like, who says that?
Whoa, Nico said that you were cute. That's actually cool. Nico's a cool guy, and he seems nice. Very sure of himself, but nice.
Yeah, I don't know. He's all right, I guess. He's a bit cocky, but yeah, it's just not my thing, you know.
I
Oh.
don't like Asian people.
Oh, and
I guess if I was a girl, I thought it would be cool, but
I suppose it would be, but you know, I'm not that kind of girl.
Fair
And
enough.
oh, the most exciting part. Oh, you're going to love this. Tritessa, the girl I pointed out,
Yeah.
she said you were cute.
What? What? No. I think she's just joking around. She's no. She's really pretty. I don't think girls like her would think that I was that cute.
But there's nothing wrong with you.
Well, I mean, she's very smart, and she's very, good at what she does in magizoology and all that. But I don't know. Maybe she was just being nice.
No, I don't think so. Like, there's a lot of things to like about you. Like, you have nice eyes, you got good bone structure, you got nice hair.
When you say you have nice hair, he sort of like rubs his yarmulke on his head a little bit.
Bone structure.
You know, cheekbones and stuff and jawline. And she's like, and you know, you're smart, and what's not like to like about you, Toby? Like,
The secret crush coming out.
I don't know. I just never. I just don't have experience in that, really. That's it. Not that I wouldn't want experience. Just the opportunity just hasn't come yet.
okay, Toby, I'm going to give you some advice. You don't have to follow it, but just a word, real quick. Just be
Okay.
yourself. Be you. So that's how you know when people like you, they genuinely like you. Because you're just yourself. And you know, if she is joking, then she wasn't really worth it, was she?
Yes, that's true. Well, thank you for telling me.
Of course. I tell you everything.
He smiles. So, Tritessa Mukamotara thinks I'm cute.
Uh-huh.
Tritessa Mukamotara thinks I'm cute. And he's just sort of like, he suddenly has this little bit of a swagger. He's like when he's walking. Tritessa thinks I'm cute. He's like absorbing.
And Roxana's like,
Yes.
yeah, she does. Lots of crazy things just happened. But you know what? That's completely understandable. Why she would like you? Because you're cool. You're awesome.
That's thank you.
Your eyes are like the sky. I know. I mean, the secret crush coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? No!